I feel like every 3 months I see a video talking about Kya's downfall, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to get tired of y'all talking about my wife like this, man. I'm gonna defend Kya, man, because I honestly, bro, I don't think she's fallen off, gang. Like, I'm gonna get to why I say this in a minute, but I think people are just trying to get another viral video off. And leave this girl alone at this point, bro. God damn. Let's get to Omeezy's video talking about this.
Every so often, the internet collectively asks, where is this content creator or that content creator? And it prompts commentators like myself and others to make videos saying that why this creator fell off, or why there's a disappearance of this content creator, or this person took their career wrong, etc., etc. Now, the easiest one to get a 1 out of 10 off in this community is Cooking with Kya. I have seemingly dubbed her as the Kevin Samuels of this generation because of the conversations that she has sparked. And lo and behold, after months of hiatus, we finally heard word from her, and she had this to say.
What's your card now? You been good? That's what's up, man.
Bro, that's quality.
Y'all been good.
God damn.
Good. Working, grinding, same old shit. You know how that go. You don't stream no more? Really? For real? Talk about it later? You want to talk about it later, or you just say it? Tomorrow. Yeah, we'll cook.
Wait, hold on. She actually stopped doing streams? Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out.
Wow.
But keep doing your thing, so. Oh, that's sad.
God, the J5 stream quality was so terrible. But instead of wondering why she isn't streaming anymore, taking into consideration all the things that she had experienced in her streaming career, people went ahead and made hit pieces and think pieces and videos as to why she fell off. Ironically, adding to part of the reason why she decided to stop streaming and highlighting the very issue that plagues streamers to this day. Streamers, just like other people, suffer from mental health problems because the world around it is very, very critical, not very forgiving, and honestly can be. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way.
We learned that lesson. You feel me? I'm gonna be honest. It is like streaming is now like the most popular thing, bro. Getting more cutthroat. Drama gets to people. You feel me? The fall off gets to people. Man, it's crazy.
Wait for the channel. We are rapidly approaching 150K, and it would mean so much to me and my mental stability
and mine
if you went ahead and joined the Unemployed News Network community. Now, back into the video. After a meteoric rise in which she took over the internet with her viral catchphrase, Cooking with Kya, Cooking with Kya, Cooking with Kya. Okay, I'm 30. I'm 30, guys. I'm 30. Cooking with Kya is nowhere to be found. She's no longer on Instagram. She's no longer on Twitter. No, she's not streaming. She's not making YouTube videos. I don't think I see her on TikTok either. That's right. For anybody that's following these pages on Twitter, those are dummy pages. Those are fake pages. You've just been AI. And I've noticed this trend that when she does disappear, or when she does dip off the internet, or her lack their presence of being on the internet has opened up a gateway for people to have nasty, unserious conversations about her. I mentioned people getting AI by those fake accounts, but those fake accounts spark these conversations.
One thing about these fake accounts that I really do hate, y'all will talk about her personal information and make false narratives, and just because of how, you know, controversial she is or she was back in her prime, people would just run with it, bro. I remember somebody made a post saying that, like, acting like they was Kya, and they basically said, oh yeah, I'm broke, I'm struggling, whatever. And niggas made whole think pieces about it. I even reacted to a video about that shit, bro. But it's like, yo, why? Like, why? Why are we doing this with her, bro? And also, what made it fucked up is she was dealing with like a real life situation. I'm pretty sure her sister died around that time, gang. And niggas was still trying to get that shit off. It's like, bro, have some fucking class.
Tweet read out, I went from making so much money to struggling in every
This exact tweet. I ain't gonna lie.
And I just hate that the truth is we're all 1 to 3 missed paychecks away from severe financial hardship. That shit is unreal. You ever seen somebody take a small moment and make it into the biggest thing in the world? That's exactly what they did / do with creators like Cooking with Kya. They took that fake tweet and they ran with it.
Cooking with Kya, a creator with over 2 million followers, posted how she used to be making so much money and it's all gone, and how, you know, it's crazy how we're all, you know, just a few paychecks away from being broke, from losing it all. So that I can agree. For like the average person, one paycheck, getting fired and losing one paycheck could cost you everything. As far as for an influencer, I don't know an influencer that was making thousands upon thousands of dollars. Seems like you mismanage your money.
Cooking with Kya.
All right, let me go back on this because she's trying to hate. I'm going to give y'all some insight from an influencer, bro. All right? First off, your caption that you had, how did Cooking with Kya go broke with 2 million followers? I'm not going to leak nothing, but I want y'all to realize a lot of influencers don't make as much money as y'all think they do, especially if they're only on Instagram, TikTok, and short form content. I need y'all to understand that, bro. TikTok does not pay well. Instagram doesn't pay at all. And YouTube Shorts, out of the three, I think YouTube Shorts probably pays the most. But at the same time, it's nothing to write home about, all right? So 2 million followers doesn't equate to nothing. You can have 2 million followers averaging 2 million views on TikTok, Instagram, and whatever, right? And only bring home like maybe $1,000 per month. All right, and that's very true. So, putting her follower account out there just to kind of sway to like, oh yeah, you was me, and trying to spread this narrative that yo, she was making all this money, she just fucked it all up because she was being stupid or whatever. Like, no, that's not what happened. All right, you feel me? A lot of times, niggas don't make as much money as you think.
Influencer that was making thousands upon thousands of dollars.
She has admitted to being broke and having to take up a new hobby in doing hair.
Cooking with Kya is a cautionary tale that male validation does not convert to currency.
This is a rant about...
I hate when niggas make takes out of thin air. How did that tweet, that wasn't real by the way, even spark the... How could that shit even spark this conversation? You just wanted to get the shit off.
That male validation does not convert to currency.
And low key, back to your point, it low key does. Ask Sophie Rain. Ask all of them OF influencers that be shaking their booty cheeks for fucking $5.99 per month. It's $15.99 per month, I think now is inflation. That shit do work, I'm gonna be honest. All right, y'all, so let me put y'all on a method to make some extra money off of your phone that's 100% legit. A lot of people feel like this is too good to be true, but let me just break it down for y'all so you understand. Free Cash works with app games to help them find new users like you. These apps and games are willing to pay for new users because a lot of these users end up actually liking the game and end up making the app some money once they play for a while. Free Cash helps you put some money back into your pocket as they share some of what they get paid back with you. It's pretty simple if you actually like playing games, especially if you're already playing games on your phone. And honestly, you might as well sign up and try it because you can make an account completely free of charge with just your email and a password. I made no mistake, this is not a way to get rich, but this is a way to get some quick, easy money. You can easily make $10 to $20 by playing games that you're probably already gonna play, or just trying some new ones to just feed your palate, because let's face it, we're all unemployed. If you're really dedicated, you can actually make over $200 doing this, so it's just a super good method to try. Also, completely free to try. All you gotta do is scan the QR code or click the first link in the description and check it out and make some extra free cash. Promise y'all this ain't a scam. I wouldn't promote it to y'all if it was. Thank you, shout out to the sponsors, and y'all, like deadass, go make some free cash, bro. This is easy. This is the easiest bag you have, especially if you're bored. I know you're bored, so go do it. All right, bye-bye.
The cautionary tale that male validation
Lonely bands. People are saying she don't has a lonely bands. Okay, about Cooking with Kya. Why you don't got...
does not convert to currency.
This is a rant about Cooking with Kya. Why you don't got a lonely bands? People are saying she don't has a lonely bands. Okay, so then what's the point of catering to men if you don't have a lonely band?
Do I even no, I'm not even gonna say nothing.
I'm just telling the truth. There is no point, ladies, in catering to none of these if you not gonna sell the content to go along with it. Because what you
niggas just get on this app just be yapping for it.
Please, they looking at
saying
booty.
shit, gang.
You gotta lead them somewhere else for that. So
niggas
if you
just
don't
be
got a lonely
saying
band,
shit.
forget the male audience. That's where you was wrong
talking
about
to
yourself,
talk.
girl.
Now, the problem is that on the internet, a lie spreads faster than the truth can put its pants on, or whatever old saying that you want to use. People run with these things. People take any small moment moment, just like the first clip that I showed, and start creating different narratives, placing things out of context, and saying the most insane things in the world. And the whole time, it's not looking for two things: the truth or how actual creators or the people that they're talking about feel in these situations. What most of these creators won't talk about, because it doesn't necessarily get them a banger video, is that Cooking with Kya didn't step away from streaming because she had a boyfriend that she was cheating on, or that she was promiscuous and all the girlies hated her, or that she didn't know how to parlay her career into some other stuff. That's some next level projecting. Cooking with Kya stepped away from streaming for two reasons based off of her own conversation. One, too many narratives from clip pages that are factually incorrect, and
which we see prime evidence for.
There's no way to get in front of them. And two, her sister literally died, leaving her to be a part of the caretaking of her nephew.
Unfortunately, for the people who have recently been making like these 2-minute rants about me and telling me what I should have did and what I didn't do right and this, that, and the third, I've been telling y'all since March that the Facebook account and the X account impersonating me are not me. Just because you don't see me on social media.
It's crazy that it's not her, yet that account had 167,000 followers, bro. Her name gets so much traction.
Because I choose not to be on the internet right now because I'm taking a break because I'm grieving my dead sister. Doesn't mean I went broke. Stop believing everything you see. That's literally not me posting on that Facebook. That's literally not me posting on X. I mind my business. I literally mind my business.
Dramatic incident, I know, but does the world care? Not at all. Most content creators, and I mean this in the most...
And that's my thing, bro. See, niggas will see a video like that and still proceed to hate on you, bro. Like, she's grieving, gang. Like, yo, let her rock, bro. Yo, start talking about Jay Cinco and Lala or the Shay Freaky fuck nigga Frost or somebody else, bro.
Respectful way, don't really give a shit about that stuff. They make videos like MTR and O'Shea Duke Jackson in which they criticize Cooking with Kya, but more along the lines of MTR and O'Shea.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Meezy calling niggas out. Oh, shit. Damn.
O'Shea Duke Jackson, in which they criticize Cooking with Kya, but more along the lines of her not being able to monetize and talk about the other
is that blood in the water, gang?
Conversations that don't have anything to do with these things. The reason why I'm even bringing them up in this context, and other creators who have done it, is simply due to the fact that they fail to highlight the fact that she has a mental health issue going on. She's going through grief. She's learning how to deal with the internet while going through grief, while already having a quote unquote unlikable personality by a good subsection of the internet. And not necessarily a personality, but content style. You know what I'm saying. Nowadays, when cooking...
Nigga, let's be honest. Niggas, the only reason why she's controversial is because girlies don't like that she's shaking her ass and talking about stealing your man. That's the only reason, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
With Kya does post, it's more along the lines of talking about how she is going through these traumatic experiences, trying to navigate and find her own way in this world, just like most 20-something-year-olds.
I've been getting hated on since I started content, and it's so crazy because when I started content, I wanted to be a YouTuber. I never planned on being Cooking with Kya. Like, it just happened, and I'm very grateful for it. Literally months after me starting content, my sister literally passed away days after my birthday. So it was just very hard for me to balance content, balance my supporters, balance my family, balance my mental health, I just had so much on me at once, and people didn't understand that. Moral of the story is, don't chase perfection. Get up and do it. I have so much more to say because I really want to see people win, but I'm going to save that for maybe like a YouTube video. That way it can be like longer.
Now I want you to know this isn't just some tale about Cooking with Kya and the struggles of mental health that she goes through, but more of the tale of how people don't take into consideration what streaming, online culture, the clipping, the false narratives, and all those things can have terrible, and I mean terrible, impacts on streaming mental health. 9 times out of 10, when people make these criticisms about other people, they don't really give a shit about these people's feelings. And I know somebody's gonna say the pot is calling the kettle black in this instance, and I am guilty of it. Although I do like to think I don't go as hard as some other content creators, and I do like to try to watch what I say because of those implications. I do still make criticisms.
I do think Meezy is one of the more like tame people. He doesn't be like slandering niggas. Like, shouts out to the other niggas I'm finna talk about. Like, niggas like D Green, they be coming for niggas next. It's funny, and everybody can tell it's jokes, but if you had that criticism for D Green, I can understand. Meezy, remember I talked to him. I said this to him off stream, like behind the scenes. But I really like watching his videos because he really gives an unbiased, usually an unbiased take, right? Or a very standard take. He presents the information, makes his opinion, and usually his opinion is formulated on valid like takes. I'm gonna be honest. He never really calls nobody out his name, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I agree with him with this.
Critiques. But most people aren't taking into consideration how all of these things are impacting a young 20-something or maybe even teenage-something mind on a day-to-day basis.
Want something from you, and you can't tell. You can't tell if people want to be around you, people want to fuck with you, like for you, bro. Like that shit is hard, bro. Like that shit, like it's hard to be a streamer, bro.
I'm gonna agree with him, bro. I know y'all niggas gonna clown him in chat. I'm pretty sure this is Melt. He's speaking facts.
It's hard. It's hard to just be a creator because you don't know what's real, bro. I'm trying to really, I'm trying to understand reality, bro.
Well,
all right, I'm finna yap real quick. So if you want to skip by this, skip by this. I don't give a fuck. But I gotta say this shit. One of the biggest issues with streaming and just content in general, but really mainly streaming, is that people don't realize who's your real friends or who are just around you for opportunity or who you're just your collab friends, right? I have become victim of this, so I can give this, I feel like I can really give this take to the fullest extent. Being young and being lit comes with consequences, bro, all right? Especially in an environment like streaming is, where it pays more for you to be friendly to people. It pays more for you to collab with somebody. It pays more for you to just smile in somebody's face while behind the scenes you plotting on them. It just pays more, all right? Streaming is one place where it really does pay you more if you're a shittier person. And that's just flat out truth. If you're a manipulative, fake, personified, you play a character person, you will win. But when you're real in this motherfucker, you can also win. You see, we see a lot of creators winning. Dior, just like, Dior is exactly like he is on stream, off stream, bro. Real ass shit, real as shit. Berto, real as fuck. Yo, Stan, all of my niggas that I hang around, real as fuck. Other niggas I might not even met, real as fuck. But then you got fake people who will smile on your face, say something that they want you to hear. Behind the scenes, they talking crazy. It's a lot of bullshit that go on, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's a lot of snakes in the water. But one thing that niggas really don't talk about, and this is one of the more things, again, I've experienced this. People outside of the industry who want to get put onto the industry, right? They want to be in this whole vibe, the whole streaming shit. They will really act like they're your friends. They'll really act like they like you. They'll really, even if it's a girl, especially if it's a girl, she'll really act like she in love with you just to get opportunity off. But once your views start dropping, once you no longer are deemed popping, once you're no longer deemed valuable, they will cut you off and move on to the next nigga like nothing. Or they'll try to expose you just to get some more clout off of you. Yes, I'm talking about that situation. I'm still tight about that. I'm gonna keep it a B. I'm gonna always be tight about that. But in saying this, right? You have to watch out, bro. This shit, I'll say this all the time. Streaming, YouTube, greatest job in the world, but that doesn't mean it doesn't come with real life consequences, bro. You got to be careful who you call your friend, who you call friends, or who you call a brother in this shit. Because not everybody that smiles in your face really got your best interest. I'm going to keep it a B. So I know niggas gonna say Melt, he exaggerated. No, niggas have cried about this shit before, bro. I have cried about shit like this before, bro. I understand what he's saying, bro. I really do.
Streaming is built on opportunity and not real relationships and not real loyalty. This isn't just about the online communities that attack and affect these streamers. It also talks about the people that they're on camera next to. This young streamer Melt, who is infamous for streaming and driving and getting into car crashes and stuff like that, found himself between a rock and a hard place because he can't distinguish the realities of what is real or not when it comes to friendships and relationship building. Why? Because most of these people surrounding him or other streamers know that that, hey, if I put you on my video, I have a higher likelihood to blow up. It doesn't necessarily matter what light I paint you in. It doesn't necessarily matter how people portray the collaboration. That doesn't matter. As long as you're in my video, then I'm going to succeed and win and gain more money. And when the relationships and friendships that you build are based on money and finances and who's more popular, et cetera, then you'll have instability and volatility at every single step. Jason,
for any creator out there who it's hard for you to distinguish, yo, somebody actually follow me, whatever. If the energy on while y'all are recording, while y'all doing content is amazing, but as soon as y'all turn them cameras off, shit's just awkward and dry. The person act like they don't even know you. That's not your real Nick. That's not your real homie. If y'all want to collab, y'all can collab. I'm not saying cut them off, but that's not your real homie. Because the energy should feel good off stream and on stream. If it don't feel good if it only feels good on stream, that's not your real homie. Same thing with if you trying to collab with girls. Niggas need to hear that shit too. Because niggas done learned these lessons before. I'm not gonna lie. If the shit not the same on stream as off stream, or off stream on stream, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yo, don't pursue nothing real with them, bro. This shit, that's just for content, bro. And it's a hard thing to distinguish, especially if you younger in this shit. But I'm telling you, it's just lessons you gotta learn.
Nico talked about this late last year when he left the Capaholics, highlighting the fact that the relationships in the streaming industry were more based on fame rather than friendships. And any time or any given moment, that pendulum can swing from you being the most popular one and you getting the love and admiration and people glazing you essentially back to somebody else because they stepped in the room.
Even that group, like, it's not a real group, bro. Like, that ain't real. Them ain't real. Like, and I'm not saying, like, speaking on as far as everybody individually. I'm just speaking as a group. That's not a real friend group, bro. That's not a real friend group. Like, our friend group was always based off of the ranks of popularity. Like, last year I was at the bottom of the rank. If I put up to the club late, nigga tell me, nigga, it's over. Like, you can't even get in the club. Like, I'm not coming out to get you. You gotta call, like, T.O. or somebody, you feel me? Like, that's the only way a nigga gets somewhere. Like, you know, and that's just a representation of the dynamic of the friend group, you know what I'm saying?
And for most people who fight these internal battles, these mental
that should be real. That shit happens if you in the wrong friend group.
Health struggles, they would just crazy, unplug, separate themselves, go to therapy, and get some sort of help. But streaming isn't necessarily like that. I would say that Cooking with Kya is an anomaly. Somebody who was willing to put down so much fame and opportunity for her mental stability is something that is rare, especially in the streaming space. Streaming isn't set up for you to stop or take breaks. It's meant for you to go, and figure it out in real time, living with all the consequences and ramifications for your actions.
So much shit that come with this, like family shit, it's relationship shit, it's friendships, it's maintaining order within your life, it's staying disciplined, it's not being fucked up all the time, fucking hoes all the time. Like, you gotta really like be in it. And that's just the life part. I ain't even talking about the content part, staying on top of game, like always like doing edgy shit, interesting, entertaining shit, having good collabs, not crossing the line or not fucking up or getting canceled.
That crossing the line shit is where a lot of relationships get drawn, bro. Because some niggas might find, some niggas might be clip farming while you in stream. They may say a joke that actually hurt your feelings, but you might not say that shit. You might not say it hurt your feelings. So now you keep that in the back of your mind. So now, next time over, you know some shit about them that could fuck them up. You know it's gonna fuck them up mentally. You make a little joke about that. Now that nigga like, yo, what the fuck? And now y'all both got secret animosity against each other because y'all both be sneak dissing each other on stream. But the thing is, y'all not real homies. So once the cameras turn off, y'all not discussing that shit. Y'all not talking about, yo, low key, don't fuck with this, cross the line, whatever, right? So that's how a lot of beef start. I think that's exactly why DDG and Jay Single really got into a beef for real. They wasn't real homies. And they both crossed each other's lines and they was like, fuck, I don't really fuck with this nigga. Moved on. I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro. Like, niggas gotta watch shit like that, bro. Like, you gotta respect people's boundaries and this shit.
Bro, All that shit goes into it, bro.
Ben the Don is feeling it. He's no longer in the days of making an IG reel a day, something that's like 30 seconds, and then closing out his phone. Content creation is no longer in the days of making a video a week. Can you remember that there was a time in which making a YouTube video a week was considered consistency? Channels that make one video a week.
Man, nigga, you can't do that no more. Unless you a fucking like, unless you already got like a major ass platform that, or you're making some crazy ass content one time a week, not gonna cut it.
Now are literally deemed as like falling behind. Nowadays, spending hours upon hours at end on live in front of public criticism, constant clipping culture, false narratives, these strained relationships, these fake relationships is the norm. You get a little bit separated from reality. Even if the camera is off, you are still having a content-minded outlook on life. It's actually pretty scary and sad. Even for myself, I think that there is a little bit of trouble separating, and I don't think that I'm the biggest thing in the world. Everywhere that I go, I think that there's something to make commentary about. I'm constantly online because I want to stay in the news cycle that is going on and not want to miss out on things. I feel as if I don't upload a video a day, which I think that people have been noticing that I've upped that frequency. I feel like if I don't do it, I'm not hitting all my numbers and my metrics and all these things like that. You stop going to the gym, you stop hanging out with your family, you stop eating properly because you're so constantly glued to this computer, this camera, this microphone. You kind of lose who you are. It's not something that you just do at this point. It becomes who you are. Because
see, that's why you got to take some breaks from this shit, bro. Especially now in this era of like, yo, you need to post. One thing my father always taught me, no matter how good you're doing, never go too high and never go too low. But never, like, yo, but a lot of times when niggas hear that shit, hear a saying like that, they're like, oh yeah, never go too low. I go high, I'm gonna go high. No, nigga, keep a smooth path. Reason why, if you popping off, you doing too much, you're gonna get burnt out. That's one thing I have struggled immensely with. Burnout. That main channel, OneCloud9, the only reason why that shit, I haven't consistently posted on that motherfucker all the time, I burn myself out. I'll go on a 3-week spree of posting 5 times a day, and then I'll go on a 2-month spree of posting like once per month. Like, that has been the biggest struggle with that channel. That's why I switched up the content over there, bro. I'm trying to post 5 times a week. Right now, just keep it at that. You got to keep a consistent pace. You got to make sure you're at a consistent pace. You're at a consistent work-to-life balance ratio, even though this shit don't feel like work all the time because niggas be having fun for a living. Bro, I'm going to be honest. But at the same time, you got to make sure you working out. You got to make sure you talking to your girl, talking to your family, talking to your friends, doing outside of shit. Make sure you go outside, bro. I'm going to be honest. And I feel like an important thing in that is going to the gym because, yo, as long as if you go to the gym, you know, it just creates a routine. A lot of times us content creators, we struggle with routines because we don't need to have one. And that leads us into overworking ourselves or underworking ourselves. But you need to find a cool, calm balance and just stick to that motherfucker. You eventually gonna get to where you want to be. It just might take some more time. It's calm though. Not everything has to be a fucking NASCAR race.
Reality, if you stop, you'll have people coming in front of their cameras, in front of their microphones, creating narratives about you. They'll tweet things about you that aren't true. They'll Instagram things about you that aren't true. And the only way to then remedy those things is if you then do decide to come back to the computer or get glued again. It's a vicious cycle. And now every piece of your life becomes content. There's no more personal thoughts. There's no more emotions. There's no more insecurities. All of this becomes exposed to an audience of onlookers who at the drop of the dime will use their 140 characters or their 8 minutes in a video or their 60 seconds in a reel to give their opinion on your life without taking these things into consideration, specifically the implications that they have on you.
To put your mind to things, and you really have to be confident in everything that you do. Even went through a phase like a month or so ago, I was just so scared to like even be slightly ugly online. Like I didn't want to be funny anymore. I didn't want to, like, I was like, oh, well, this doesn't look good for this community and this doesn't look good for like whoever says this. And like, and I went through this whole phase just remembering that This is not the Yana that people fell in love with.
Yeah.
They didn't fall in love with the Yana that wants to get lip fillers and a BBL. They did not know. And I was like, Yana, they fell in love with the Yana that was herself from the raw beginning.
She opened up about some...
That's real, though. That's real as fuck. I be thinking that, too, even though niggas think I don't be thinking that, nigga. I be peeping the comments and shit, nigga. Know what y'all say about me, nigga? I be thinking about that shit, nigga. The fuck? Don't play with me.
Personal things, and even
just be yourself,
altering her body because of how she was perceived. At this point, it's not just an audience that's watching your content. They are influencing how you see your own self. And so when all these pressures in life stack up, when the fake clips stack up, the false narratives stack up, the constant criticism stacks up, the fake relationships stack up, the financial pressure stack up, the always on nature stacks up, ultimately you explode. This is why we saw the biggest creator in the streaming industry step away from the game.
A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate about creating. And I have other goals and things that I just want to achieve and do more of. I just want to let you guys know that sometimes it is important to take care of your mental health. And
not sometimes, all the time.
Honestly, it's been getting better. It has. But out of frustration and fear, I just been in my head for some reason. I never had this feeling before.
Pressure built.
One that was crazy, people clowned him for that. He kept it real. He kept it P. He said all the right things and niggas still clowned him. That's why he not screaming no more, bro. It's only so much amount of bullshit and hate you could take until you just spaz out. You just need a break. And niggas still hate on Kai, and he ain't made content in months. Shit's crazy to me. Y'all call me a Kai Glazer. If me defending a man who just wants to be happy, who ain't done nothing wrong, and it's just staying to himself, is me being a Glazer, I'll be a Glazer, nigga. I'll suck his dick. I don't give a fuck. That's crazy. Please cut that out, Cordell. You're not going to cut that out. But look, nigga, straight up, I'm the biggest Glazer if that's what glazing me. Because bro ain't doing nothing wrong, gang. Let that nigga rock.
Builds over time, and I don't think that people realize this. It's not something that's always visible until it's really too late. And now we're seeing creators at a rapid pace leave the internet, not because they want to, but because they've reached this limit that they can no longer take. Have you ever sat down and questioned yourself, when's the last time I seen this creator, that creator, or the third creator consistently upload, stream, or create content? I'm thinking about Kai Cenat. I'm thinking about Cooking with Kya. I'm thinking about Duke Dennis. But for whatever reason, these people, even though they haven't been making content consistently, have had so much drama and so much controversy surrounding them, which I can only think furthers them away from the computer, furthers them away from making content. These are the things that content creators, streamers, YouTubers, whoever don't think about in their early days. All these things start off as some opportunity, and then it turns to pressure because there's this exposure that they get to the world. And instead of the community, probably being more positive, which we know that they won't be because the internet is the internet, you can't really fight it. And you can't continuously race to the computer as a way to defend yourself. That doesn't work either. These mental health issues start to become unavoidable to the breaking point where you just say, you know what, there's thousands upon millions of dollars if I cut on this camera, but I'm not gonna do it. Why? I just can't handle it. Streaming isn't just about going live anymore. It's about navigating a world where everything is public. The thing that I want to impart on people is be very careful and strategic as to how you comment on these people. I do appreciate people who defend a Cooking with Kya in these situations, maybe because they knew the truth, maybe because they went out and sought the truth. But the stuff that she's dealing with, the stuff that Kai is dealing with, the stuff that Duke is dealing with, albeit they have more money, but these are the regular things that we deal with. This is the stuff that James at CVS has to deal with, or Margaret at Walmart has to deal with, or Nathan at Wells Fargo has to deal with. The difference is that James and Sarah and whoever can take some time off from their job, or in their off time, they can go seek help. They can go find some solace in some different things. These content creators can't. So all the people surrounding them can do is just be more mindful. I know that won't happen, but it's wishful thinking nonetheless.
Also, I will say, sometimes people hate just because they're envious. of what that person has. People will be like, oh, you got $5 million, but you're talking about you're depressed? Yes. So, and they're still a person. You just mad that you don't got that $5 million. I'm going to be honest. While I will always say crying in a Lambo is way better than crying in a fucking Toyota, at the same time, you still crying, and that still does matter, and you're still a person, bro. So you should still be given some sympathy and respect. That's all I got to say about that.